Hey FlossTube, it's Shelly from Proverbs 31:22, and thought I'd just jump on today and do a little stitch with me. It's really cold today in Northwest Alabama, so I got up this morning and had a massage appointment, so I went and did that, and um, feeling kind of crappy after and kind of cold. So I got my heated mattress pad on and snuggled in my bed and doing some stitching. I was watching Fat Quarter Shop's live stream from earlier today and just decided to do a little stitch with me since I had said that I would do a little something every other Wednesday when I'm off. So about the quilt behind me, it's actually just a quilt top, a flimsy. Um, it is one of the first quilts that I ever pieced. Started it not long after we moved up here to Alabama, and it has a lot of mismatched points and some deficiencies, let's call it that. But anyway, I still love it, and I just wanted a little something in here. This room that I'm in used to be my craft cave until I decided to turn the master into my craft cave because I wanted more crafting space. You crafting people understand that. Non-crafting people probably think, what is wrong with her? But you crafting people get it, right? So anyway, we pulled some things off of this wall and it's sort of messed up the surface, so I wanted it hidden. So I hung this up. One day I do plan to hand quilt it, but for now it just hangs up on the wall as a flimsy. So I love the colors and flowers. So anyway, that's about the quilt on the wall behind me. So I am working, today is Wednesday, so Wordy Wednesday. I'm working on my Love My Stitching bag, hands-on design, and So Much to Love collaboration. And let's see, this is what I've got done so far. So I had just an assortment of Classic Colorworks colors and Weeks Dye Work colors. These weeks, yes, Weeks Dye Works that I was using and am using. But yesterday or the day before, my February floss fix came in from Fat Quarter Shop with these beautiful pinks. I think I don't know, like if I had had these colors, I would have, when I first started this project, I would have more pinks in it. But I think I'm a little far into the game to use a whole lot of these. So I am going to pick a few, though, that I think I'm going to add in as I go along. But anyway, these are the 6 that we got this month. And I absolutely love them. So there's Cerise, Prickly Pear, Little Pink Peony, Sea Shelly, Organza Pink, oh, love that, and Clay Pots. So I'm going to see where I can incorporate those into this stitching as I go along. So I always try to find like like when I pick up a new hobby or come back to a hobby, there's always that adjustment period where you're sort of finding your way on your setup. So just recently, I've started using this little this lap desk that I have, and I've had it for years. It has a little it's like it's to be used for like art. So it has like a little clipboard clip where you could clip your art paper to do drawing and stuff on. So when I keep all of my projects individually in these little project bags that I got from Amazon, and I have my clipboard that goes in each bag with the pattern and my planning sheet on it. So I can just clip my clipboard with my pattern onto this. And then underneath, I have this magnetic board so that I can sort of put these little, like I have this one that's like a magnifying magnet. I don't use the magnification on it. I have at times, but I'm not lately. I'm just using it as sort of, it makes a ledge where I can put scissors and things on and my marking pen. I put a little magnetic ruler on the pattern to sort of keep my place, and then it also acts as a little needle minder. I have my magnifying lamp, which it does have light on it, but I'm not going to leave the light on because it makes a lot of glare while I'm recording. I don't want that. And then I have this little bag that came in the Sew Sampler box. I don't remember if it was this month or last month. But anyway, I sort of put all the things that I want to use when I'm stitching, like from project to project. So I have, this is where I keep my little snips that I got from Fat Quarter Shop. My little project pal that I bought from Denise with Goose Designs. And I can just slip it underneath the clipboard with my pattern, and it's there and ready for me to stick threads on so they don't fly everywhere. I have my highlighter, which is what I use to mark my pattern as I'm stitching. Some floss bobbins, eyeglass wipes, a corner gauge that I picked up from Fat Quarter Shop. My needles. Currently, I'm using the Pat's Favorite Needles. 25 needles, 26 size. These are sort of pricey, but you do get a lot. I mean, you get 25 needles. I have lotion, lip balm, emery board and ink pen, and a cuticle trimmer, and little clips for if I need to clip my fabric, and some cuticle cream. So that little bag sort of goes inside of this Lori Holt bag. So this one goes inside here, so I can contain all the small stuff. And then I put that magnetic board with the magnets in this bag. And this is sort of my stitching supplies. This goes with me everywhere when I'm bringing my stitching along. And then I just have to grab whatever project bag that holds the project I'm going to work on. So today I'm working on the Love My Stitching, like I said. And I stitch in hand. I haven't always stitched in hand, and when I came back to cross stitch after being away for a while, um, I tried different hoop methods, including a floor stand that I had bought for quilting. And while I really liked that a lot for the fact that you can do the two-handed method where you're pulling with one hand and then pulling from the bottom with the other hand. Um, but I don't like the fact that it's not portable. So I also tried Q-snaps, which I had from my quilting life. I tried regular embroidery hoops. And at first, I didn't really care for stitching in hand, but um, I don't know. I just kept trying it, and I really like it now. So that's what I do because it's just very, very portable, and I like to be able to do the sewing method. So when I start, I do use a pin stitch most of the time. And I can link below to Nicholas of Hands Across the Sea. She has a video with doing a pin stitch, so I can link to hers. I especially like to use the pin stitch on when I'm using like an even weave like this. It's possible to do it on Ada. It's a little more difficult. It's not hard. It's just a little bit more difficult than doing it on an even weave. But I do not end with the pin stitch. I prefer to just run the needle under threads on the back to end. And we just have to all find what works for us. So, I was watching the Fat Quarter Shop's FlossTube earlier, and they have released a free pattern for Valentine's Day, and I will link it below. It's little, the candy hearts with the words. Well, they've come up with a pattern like that. So, fun. I really love decorating for Valentine's Day. So, the only thing I have cross stitch wise currently for Valentine's Day is my Year of Celebrations February that I did. And I need more. I need more Valentine stitches. So I'm definitely going to go download that free pattern and do that. And so, so now I'm just going to go to the back and tie off just these two letters aren't close enough together to jump. So I have felt somewhat better the last couple times I've been off until today. Of course, I did work ended up being a 13-hour shift yesterday. So that always makes it a little hard. But at least, like I was saying on my last video, we've changed our schedule, me and the other receptionist, so I didn't have to get up and go to work today. So that was a blessing because it just makes it really hard to function. I don't know. I don't want to say I'm too old, but I'm not young anymore, so it just makes it hard when you have back-to-back shifts like that, when you end up working, even more than 12. It's just a lot. And I've been a little under the weather, so I'm still recuperating from that. And um, I was just glad that, I didn't have to get up and go and do another 12 today. But anyway, what I started to say was that I've been feeling a little bit better, so I have been doing some quilting. I'm on a mission to make quilts for our siblings and parents, and um, I started on my dad's. So I worked on that when I was off on Monday. Worked on it on the weekend. Oh, I finally got everything cut out over the weekend for it. I've been working on that for a while. And so I got part of it sewn together on Monday. And let's see if I can show you a picture on my phone of what I got done on Monday. So it's sailboats. So I got those laid out and started piecing them. And then I got 2 of them completely pieced. So these 4 will go together to make the center of the quilt. And then around it, it's just borders. It's like a medallion quilt. So I got that done, and I was hoping to feel like working on that today. But when I'm hurting, I don't really want to sit at the sewing machine. So I guess I'm really thankful that at least I have the cross stitch that I picked back up, because it just gives me something that I can sit and, sort of sit back and not have to be leaning over a sewing machine. So I was also hoping to have the little baby quilt that I'm working on basted by now, but I don't. But it's okay. I'm ahead of my scheduled where I need it to be at this point, so I'm okay. I did work a little bit on Monday, paring down my Project Linus fabric stash, because we are having every quarter or so, they have what they call blanket days. That's hosted by our main chapter in Huntsville. We do have a sewing group that meets here in Rogersville, but we're part of the Huntsville, Alabama chapter. So that chapter meets about once a quarter for 2 days. I am planning to go on Friday, and so I wanted to go through my fabric stash and pare it down some so I can bring some things back. I guess when I first joined up with Linus, I don't know, we can go and, pick up free fabrics that have been donated whenever they have the quarterly meetings. And so I just got more than what I really needed. And I've learned that, I can only sew so many a year, even though I feel like I've really been slacking on it lately. I just want to sort of have things on hand that I can use for backs and for specific projects. So we do have some that were turned in, some quilt tops that were donated that just need some reworking or just need to be quilted. So I'll pull those out and picked out backing fabrics for those, and then picked out just some of the bigger pieces that I will use for backings, and just kind of went through and weeded out 2 containers full of fabric that I'm going to bring back, because I'm just not going to, I mean, I might have used it one day, but I don't want to hold on to it when someone else could use it to make and donate blankets now. So going forward, I'll just try to have a plan for each year and only pick up things that I need for those to be made. So I did get that done, and I have everything ready to be loaded into my car tomorrow after work, and then on Friday morning I'll be ready to go. So I'll go and spend the day. I mean, I'm hoping I'll feel good enough to go and bring my machine and everything and actually get some things finished. I have 2 small little ones that need to be quilted. They're basted and ready to go. And then I have my little sampler quilts with the anchor fabrics that's basted and ready to quilt. So I'm hoping to at least get the small ones done while I'm at the meeting on Friday, and get them quilted and bound and ready and able to turn in those. I have 2 of them that are already done. It's the little cowboy and cowgirl ones that I've shown before. So 2 of them are ready to go, and 2 just need to be finished, and then I want to turn all of those in at once. We did have our family over on Sunday for a little supper and game night, so that was nice. Seems like it's just not enough time to get together. My older daughter is in college, and so she's busy with that and the boys, and we're busy with work. My younger daughter's busy with work and hanging out with her friends and doing things that young people do. But anyway, we did get together on Sunday night and had a fun time together. We played the dice game called Zilch, and our older grandson played with us, and poor thing, he never did get on the board. We play it where you have to get 1,000 points to get on the board, and he just could never do it, and he was so disappointed. And that was sort of a bad introduction to that game for him. But he's growing by leaps and bounds. When he walked in, I was shocked at how tall he was. Time just goes by too fast, and they grow up too quickly. And that's about all we've been doing around here. Working and stitching and working and stitching and planning and stitching. So, I think I'm going to, like on this part right here, the under the where it says the rickrack, they have a little pattern that looks like rickrack. So I think I'm going to use one of the pinks that I got in the Floss Fix this month to do the rickrack with. I'll just be picking out which one to use to do it with. Because some of the, like the ones that I've already used that are in the pink family, they're sort of on the, they're not bright. So I don't know if I want to come in with a bright this late in the game. I also thought about like this, the part right here where this little scissor fob is. I probably could do something there that would look, that would not look so obvious that, you know, hey, she's throwing in these colors all of a sudden. So, so I'm going to work a little bit more on this today, and then I'm going to work more on my, on this one, the craft room from Shannon Christine. I'll work a little more on that. I need to wind the floss as far as what I need to do. I do have a little bit more done on it. Move this pin out of the way. I want to get to the pretty colored parts. So I'm going to work a little on that today. And then I started this, just did a few little stitches on it yesterday, but I may work a little on this today too. This is the March Year of Celebrations chart. It's cute. So I'm going to work on that. What else? I got the first part of Bloomtopia done. Sorry I don't have it with me to show, but I'll show it on next time. They're releasing the next one on Friday. I did have to change the colors up on it because the lightest blue blended in too much with my fabric that I was using. And so I had to change that, and I changed it to a pretty lavender, so I like the purple on it. I also use this. This is the top to a little candle that my daughter, that was in a present that I got from my daughter. But this is sort of my art jar. So I've been, I don't know, kicking around like maybe putting some Velcro or something on my board right here, and Velcro on here, and then that way I can stick it right there when I'm stitching and have it stay in place. I do have a little rolling cart. It's a computer cart that sort of acts like a hospital table, you know, that slides over your bed. So that's what I have my computer on right now, but I rest my board on that when I'm stitching, and that little cart is coming real handy because it just sort of, you can roll it wherever you need to. So always have that surface in front of me. So I think that's it, guys. Let me check real quick and see. I know I have gotten a couple of new subscribers, but I still don't think I'm at the level for the giveaway yet. Hang on one second. Okay, so we're only 4 subscribers away, y'all. So 70, well, we're at 71 right now. So 4 more. So y'all share and subscribe, like, help me get to 75, and then we're going to give away that $20 Hobby Lobby gift certificate. Did we say 20 or 25? I'll look back and see. One of those. And that's it. I'll see you guys in a couple weeks. Thanks. Bye.